It's my feel-good breakfast show.
My child is ready. Put him in, coach.
Come
Put
on
him
now,
in.
coach.
Come on, coach.
Come on.
He's grown. He's taller. He's an inch taller.
Can you
Put
see?
him in.
Here
Put
I
him in. Earlier, we spoke about how parents can best support and motivate their athletic children or any child into what is, I think, probably the most enriching journey that a young person can go through, and that's their sporting career before they actually enter into a real sporting career. And we're going to continue that conversation now with Murray Ingram, the founder of Connect Academy and NPO, and of course the head coach at Burgundy High Performance Centre, along with Ridao Bay, who is, don't let his size fool you, in grade 11 and is a rugby player at an incredible school as well, Wynberg Boys High. Some alumni coming through that school, so no pressure. Good to have you here, buddy. Thank you so much for joining us, bro.
Sure. I wish I looked like this in grade 11.
Eh?
Like I did. You know, in grade 11 I looked like grade 8, but it's fine. That's lovely. But Murray, I just want to go back to the fact, I mean, we were making jokes about, hey, put my kid in the game, but this is actually a real issue sometimes. In fact, most of the time, where the parents get intimately involved with the referee, with the coach, with their kids, coaching from the sidelines, and it's quite overbearing. And just to reiterate, how detrimental is that overbearing parenting style on the sporting field to their development as sports people?
I think for us as an academy and a high performance centre, we've actually had to almost retrospectively put boundaries in place with parents because I think parents sometimes get too over involved, and the kind of jokes you're making, it's spot on.
It's actually real, yeah.
It's really real. And I think that line gets blurred a lot of the time because parents are trying to fulfill their own ambitions. And as I mentioned earlier, it's the pressure on the kid more than anything. And it does have a negative consequence. And, if you want your kid to succeed, you need to realize that a big part of being a professional sports person is being in control of your own decision-making. And giving your child license to grow as a person. Most sports stars that are successful at school and then don't make it later on, it usually happens because they don't have those decision-making skills and they don't mature quick enough post-school, because the reality looks very different when you're a first-team rugby player and you're your local hero and whatever, and then next year you bottom of the rung in a union or on the tennis circuit or whatever, and you kind of a nobody again, and you need to have that resilience to kind of start your career properly.
I mean, we see it in the Seventh Circuit all the time, where you are like generally the standout player in your school for 7 years, and then you enter into a field where everyone else is exceptional. Ridao, I'm going to put this to you because clearly things are working for you in your trajectory in rugby at the moment. What has helped you develop as a young sportsman? What's worked for you, do you think?
What's worked for me, I think, is just training and hard work. Without training and hard work, you're not going to achieve the goals you set for yourself. You can see the difference in training in high school and in primary school. Is like much more intense, structured. Boys are getting bigger, faster. So I think I worked a lot more on my individual skills, and Connect helped me with that too, on my speed, agility, my strength, fitness. And actually confidence, that's actually a big thing in rugby, to be confident. What's good also is what helped me was maintaining my time, because you have to be organized.
Yeah.
Especially as a teenager, you are at school, have extramurals, you want to be a teenager and enjoy your time, but you have to manage it and sort it out, because if you're not you're gonna just be stressed, pressured, and that's what helped me.
I'm going to ask this now, because what's the long-term goal here? What do you want out of rugby? Do you have designs on becoming a pro? Is it too early to even think about those sorts of things? Where does that sit in your own mind?
I don't think it's too early. I think if you have that belief and that desire of becoming professional, you can do it. It's just up to you. Everyone will help you around, but it's how hard you want it. And I want to become professional one day. And I believe that.
And do you know, often on the show, when people come on and they make a proclamation like that, how often it comes to fruition? I'm just saying, man.
That's why we record everything to get credit later from them. But just a last, I mean, you hear what a well-rounded individual. Grade 11, I must just say, I wish I could have been this well-rounded and balanced in time. But perhaps some last sort of thoughts from your side, Murray, just on parents, their involvement versus kids. What would you say to parents as we go forward to help the sporting development of their kids?
I think one of the reasons why I wanted to bring Radar along is because his parents are probably the most proactive parents in our academy.
Really?
And his older brother's also in the academy, and they're shining examples of the positive effects of having parents that believe in you and support you, and still focus on your homework and your schoolwork, but give you the space within their means to fulfill your destiny. And I think that's the main thing, is to identify what your child really wants and to keep rechecking with your child if that's what they still want. Because you know what teenagers are like, they change their mind every 5 minutes. Not everybody's as self-determined or as straightforward about their ambitions. And I think that's the thing, is check in, see what your kids want and do whatever you can to support them in fulfilling that dream.
Wonderful.
Destiny, my friend, destiny. I look forward to interviewing you again. But remember us, eh? Remember us.
Don't forget.
Don't forget. So awesome to connect with both of you. Thank you so much, gentlemen. As a dad of a 3-year-old, I'm going to start now, preemptively, working on my attitude on the sidelines. But you have an opportunity to guide what can be the most, as I said, enriching journey for your child. So make sure that you support your child, you support your coach, and you keep your emotions in check.